An understanding about seeker lives wisely. And when we think, speak, and act, here is. So, when we think, speak, and act out of the wisdom, and that wisdom is based on, that is what the Eastern wisdom is. The life changes tremendously. Behavior, attitude, responses changes. I want to ask a simple question. Last week, to whom you talked the most? Who is that person with whom you talked the most? Your cousin, your brother, your honey, your parents, friends, to whom you talked the most? Keep the answer in your mind. Tell your mind, oh, I talked to my cousin, I talked to my honey, and your answer is wrong. Why? Our mind has talked to us the most. Oh, let me go to the restroom. Let me take a cup of tea. Let me watch TV. Let me see the soap opera. Oh, I have anxiety, I don't want to talk. You see, the mind is talking to yourself the most. Say yes. You should agree. Then only I can proceed further. None outside we talk the most, but to ourselves. Mind keep on chattering with ourselves all the time. You may look at my beard, oh, look at this guy, what he's talking. Your mind keeps on chattering. I can tell you. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop at all. It doesn't stop at all. So, where we are going? The next 10 lessons I will focus on what are the different levels of a seeker and how seeker thinks, behaves, and acts in the world. I have to live in the world anyhow. I cannot leave. So, based on my behavior, thought, and action, I can understand where I am on the journey. Perhaps that may interest you. I will not challenge you. You have to think in your mind. Oh, here I am. Here I am not. So come back. So this mind is chattering to us all the time. We talk to ourselves the most. When the chattering, the content of the chattering is emotional dependence, when, did you understand? I'm rephrasing it. When I have an attachment and detachment in the mind, that mind keeps on chattering, you are a very low level of a seeker. So mind with the wrong notions creates and builds relationship with the people, with the things, with the objects of the world. It results into emotional dependence. First, it builds relations. Second, it seeks something out of those relations. Third, it gets attached. Fourth, creates a world of ignorance. Buddha says this world is ignorance. I'm answering the question, simple question, that why we means why the mind is constantly chattering to myself. Is it not a new understanding? Say yes. Normally we blame and complain, oh, why my mind is wandering? So now we are understanding why the mind is wandering. And the second reason is the sense of restlessness. Restlessness, a sense of anxiety. No, I'll talk to that about later. So what happens? What happens when the mind is constantly chattering to myself? The kingdom of the mind begins. Mind creates a kingdom. In the morning, I have a stress. In the afternoon, I have an emotional attachment. Late in the evening, I am tired. In the night, I forget to take melatonin because I am not sleeping well. So I wake up in the midnight, and that is what is going on throughout the day, days after days, weeks after weeks, months after months. Our smile is lost. Our calm is lost. Calmness of the mind, kingdom of the mind should be replaced by the kingdom of peace, happiness, and joy to become the highest level of a seeker. Why? Because in that state of the calmness and the peace, the real self reveals in the mind. Am I making the things clear to you? Keep on saying yes, even if you do not understand. So, what is the way I do not know? Let me know it. Mind is chattering. Where are you going, mind? I am an observer. A seeker is always an observer. So when I am listening and learning from a teacher, that's what I told you, 26 years, constant learning and listening from him. Why it is not happening? Why it is not happening? Now, I have been listening to you. I've been listening to your gossip for so many years now. Why it is not happening? Because of the two reasons I told you. Mind is chattering to itself. So when it is chattering, it says, I know. So when my mind claims I know, even listening to the teacher, you're not listening. Does that make a sense? You're attending the session, you're listening, but you're not listening. Now I know what you're going to say. You always talk of the peace and calmness. One woman I told you in New Jersey, you don't have anything to talk except peace. I told you she underwent a facial, what do you say, facial surgery or facial at the age of 70, spending $20,000. When she told me she is not able to pay the mortgage of her house. Chattering. So I have to ask myself, am I a seeker? Am I a seeker? I find that I am crazy in my relations, events with the people, in sleep, in walking, in eating, in talking. When I attend a session, I find that I am relaxed. After the session, the mind takes over me, the kingdom of the mind. I start the chattering again. I understand during the day, I realize in the afternoon that I have become crazy. I get obsessed with something. We have to get rid of this. In order to evolve and progress and to move into the higher level of awareness. See another point, small, very small, but very interesting. If peace, calmness, relaxation caused by any object or any person outside, I am too far to become a seeker. If my peace and calmness is caused by, oh, honey, come on. And I told you the couple, they, and especially intentionally in front of me, it's okay. I love you, honey, that couple. They kiss at least, 50 times in 1 hour of my conversation to them. And they invite me that you guide me so that we will have a good relationship. I said, you have kissed 50 times, so you already have a good relationship. Why I should be there? No, I'm not opposed to it, and I'm not opposed to anything. Why should I be? I'm saying simple understanding that the peace, calmness depends on anything, any object outside, any person outside. I have yet to become a seeker. If the peace is the result of the knowledge within, then I am a seeker. That is why you listen to the teacher. Calmness is natural. That calmness, which is born out of the knowledge, born out of the understanding, makes you a seeker. Why? Now reverse this statement. This is the beauty of this journey of the Eastern wisdom, the way Master guides. Okay, when the peace and the calm is born out of any object or a person or an event outside, and that event is absent, that person is absent, that object is absent, what will happen to the mind? Mind will have to get agitated, anxious. No, I have to make an effort. No, where it is, where this is. Do you see that? Did you understand that? When the mind perceives this object is the cause of my peace, but that object does not remain there, it is absent, I have to go into anxiety. Why? Because there is a sense of emotional dependence. There is a sense of restlessness. Now, do you understand how the restlessness takes over me? See that? We have to become a seeker. Next 10 lessons, I will focus on becoming a seeker. What are the different levels of a seeker? What is the cause behind of emotional dependence? What causes the attachment? How to get rid of that? When we are a seeker, you have an inner teacher that guides you. Outer teacher represents your inner teacher. What did I say? I said, I'm repeating, when you are a seeker, the inner teacher awakens in you. Then I said, outer teacher, like this, represents your inner teacher. Symbolic representation. Because we cannot treat the path on our own. We don't have that knowledge in the mind. It is present already in the real self. Did you understand that? Knowledge is already present in you. So the outer teacher represents your inner teacher. But you awaken to the inner teacher only when you are a seeker. Now, why should I listen to you? Don't listen to why, don't listen to it, so then you will listen to the mind. So when the mind asks the question that why should I listen to you, it is the same chattering mind. Rather than ask you why I am in anxiety, why I have an emotional dependence, why I am attached. No, I am attached because I love. That is why you should listen. There is a difference between attachment and love that I have already covered. So, so if you contemplate and reflect on the 5 factors to reach to the higher level of discernment, you become a seeker. That's what I was covering, I think, for the last couple of sessions. The very cause is the first factor, the second factor is the nature, third is the effect, fourth is the progress, and fifth is the result. Cause. I don't see the very cause of my restlessness, or I see a wrong cause. Now, if I have the money, I'll be happy. Really? Really? Look at the tweets and conversation of Elon Musk. Is he free from restlessness? No, it isn't. Look at it. Cause. Nature. What is the nature? My nature. Mine imposes my nature is anxiety, duality, conflict, emotional attachment. That is the kingdom of the mind. No! I should refute it. I should reject it. The moment you reject in your mind what you are doing, you are bringing an end to the kingdom of the mind. I have to end it. Oh, do you mean, I shouldn't love my honey? Who told you? It's a wrong perception. Once that emotional dependence comes to an end, you move with the real love with everyone. So when you focus on these 5 factors or the effect, effect of emotional dependence is anxiety, is duality, is conflict. Sooner or later, presence or absence. Today in the morning, your mind has an emotional attachment towards your honey. You go to him or her, I love you, honey. You have taken care of me. Then what happens in the afternoon? Honey doesn't agree with you. And now, that is why I don't know why I have married to you. In the afternoon. In the morning it is different, in the afternoon it is different. Do you see the kingdom of the mind? Keep on smiling, don't be so serious. Understand that. So that honey may be my brother, my sister, my friend, anyone, my customer. I went to Verizon yesterday, so I had to bargain for the phone. So the manager told me that if you come tomorrow, means today, I'll give you a good deal. I said, why not today? Tell me the deal. Emotional attachment, emotional dependence. So I came back home and I found out the entire cause. I googled out. and I found that he's already cheating me. This should be the price. Today I'll go, I'll say, I'll find out. But that is his business, so I should not. So now I'm 100% clear instead of blaming him. Emotional attachment. So, what happens when I'm living wisely? It is an absence of unfavorable. So, if I get carried away by the manager, oh, I will give you a good deal. From $50, he says $45. It's a good deal. Come on. So, I create an unfavorable circumstances for myself. Are you looking at it? See the state of the mind, the way it works. Absence of unfavorable circumstances, desire for seeking happiness outside, it creates a sense of bondage, it results into a delusion, intense attachment causes the problem. These are the effects of moving wrongly in the world through the chattering of the mind. When we live wisely, we put effort what we could have instead of half-hearted approach. The half-hearted approach will backfire you. Check the degree of your pursuing the path. Check the intensity, check the commitment. I want calmness and peace in the mind. Mind, you should stop chattering. I should catch any moment, in any relationship, in any object. The moment you are an observer, you take over the mind mentally. Nothing is happening outside you, internally. This woman has been convincing me on the LinkedIn that I should fix an appointment with her, and she will promote my business within 3 months. You have already seen how to earn six-figure income within 3 months. Six-figure income. So I said, now she is insisting me, so let me fix. So she sent me an appointment, and I changed that schedule for the coming Monday. So she said, I'm ready to talk to you today. So I sent a message that why don't you check your day and schedule that I have changed. She responded me back, today in the morning I have been very dizzy. I said, then you are my client. Join my session. Dude, I can give you hundreds of examples. Hundreds of examples. Just in the morning, I checked my horizon. So here I said, here is a link, you can join my group session. But with a smiley face in the hand, I said, you should not get upset. Her name is by the chance Barbara. No, you are not Barbara. You are also Barbara, but you are not. You see, simple thing causes you the problem. Why don't you take it easy? Take your life easy. Don't allow the mind to take over you. And then you are a seeker. And when you are a seeker, then nobody can dare to disturb your peace and calmness. But it demands contemplation. It demands reflection. You listen to it. It is not me that you are listening to the knowledge passed on to us by the masters. You are listening every day, you are contemplating, and while contemplating, you will find that you are already practicing it. The time comes, you are practicing. And when you are practicing, the life changes. life transforms. Not only you change your life, but you change the lives of others around you. Daily practice, daily listening and contemplation, reflecting on it, and then the starts realizing, mind starts realizing, experiencing the calmness and the peace comes from within. It should have a pinpointed experience, level of awareness. The calmness is within me. How the manager in the Verizon can disturb me? It is his business. Why should I say that he is disturbing me? Look at it. Your perception changes. Your perception changes. What he is offering, I have calculated, he is offering almost 40% more. I've calculated everything. I had to spend 1 hour. But why should I blame him? Why should I depend on him? Why shouldn't I work? The same way I have to work on my mind, that my calmness do not depend on anything. You will discover this mind totally flies. It stops chattering. Then your mind do not talk to yourself. Whatever is minimum required, it talks. Lie down on the bed, what happened? I'm totally restless today. You see, mind starts chattering. Come on, you lie down on the bed. That is the time to relax. That is why we say that, all these training counts. So pay attention and we will work on how to become the highest level of a seeker. What are the different levels of a seeker? And once you reflect on those principles and contemplate, you will realize why I'm not progressing as fast as I should have been and what needs to be done. I will refer the teachings of another master. Close your eyes. Let us start our journey. Eyes are closed. Position of the body and eyes closed. How fast we are settled. Body, position, body, you are aware. Position of the body, you are aware. Eyes are closed, you are aware. Eyes are closed, you are aware. And the moment your eyes are closed, the body and the position are settled, you are the higher level of a seeker. Because you do not follow the chattering of the mind. Mind will chatter, oh no, move your shoulder. No, 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 let me move the here and there. That is chattering of the mind. So now being comfortable, my friends. Being comfortable means you are settled in the comfort. No, but where is the comfort? Mind chatters. Comfort is within me. Comfort is not outside. But even though we look at the neck joint, so when I say look, it means you are aware of the neck joint, you feel sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Move the mind on the shoulder joints. So as if, your mind is filled with an amaze in the feeling of the shoulder joints. What it means, filled? Mind is not chattering. See, understand. Sensation, comfort, and steadiness. The mind looks at the hip joint, be there, feels sensation, comfort, and steadiness. The entire body. Your mind, instead of chattering, it is listening to me. That listening is 100%. You are a seeker. Highest level of a seeker. Sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Be carefree. Carefree. Free from all the cares. Again, the point of chattering comes. My mind talks to me the most. Come on. Being carefree. Oh, I know that. You have told me hundreds of times. Thought is coming. Okay, let it come. Thought is going. Let it go. Thought stays. Let it stay. What I have to do? I have to do nothing except to witness, observe, watch, be aware. Lot of words. Oh. So I'm watching these thoughts like a traffic on the highway, standing across the road, or I'm watching the space remains intact. If the birds are flying from one side to the other in the sky, nothing happens to the sky, so nothing happens to me. No, but if the mind claims that I am you, then there is a problem. You see, that is another example of mind chattering and veils calmness and peace. Very good. And we have been using the mantra to change Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Mentally, you can sing Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. So, do you remember? Yes, you all are seekers. Do you remember the word, the meaning, and the knowledge? So now we'll come to the meaning. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Let there be well-being for all. No, but what is the knowledge hidden in it? Can I offer the well-being to all? No. I should recognize the well-being is the essential nature of every living being on this earth. You're getting rid of the emotional attachment. You see? Now, otherwise we say, no, I have to rest, or I say, I have to make you relax. No one can. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. You are singing in your mind. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Let there be peace for all. Meaning and the knowledge, peace is our essential nature. You see that? When you practice any mantra with the knowledge, the result is instant. When you simply chant the mantra mechanically, habitually, it goes into your subconscious mind, it becomes a habit, it doesn't bring any change. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. So we should not rest simply by chanting the mantra without understanding the meaning. The meaning of this line is let there be a completeness and a wholeness for all. Wholeness, holiness, completeness. So when I feel the sense of completeness, this mind is not going anywhere. It stops chattering. Really? Yes, try this out. And existence has created all of us as a whole because we don't recognize it. So the mantra. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness for all. The knowledge plus calmness and peace and love is what auspiciousness is. We are working on how the intellect should marry the mind, or mind should marry the intellect. If they are not married together, so look inside the forehead in the space. And then now we will start. Look inside the forehead in the space. So when you see the space, drop Om Shanti. And now, body is already steady. Start breathing 2 minutes, quick and short breath from the rib cage. Continue quick and short breath, expansion of the chest and the contraction of the rib cage. Should continue expansion while inhaling, contraction while exhaling, and gentle dropping of Om Shanti. Continue. Now stop this and check Om Shanti continues. When we stop breathing and find the Om Shanti continues as usual, means we have given a break to the chattering mind. Otherwise it follows, it simply follows mechanical pattern. Oh, you told me to stop the breathing, so let me also stop this. It follows. So now keep looking inside. The Om Shanti continues. Just for the sake of understanding, you keep looking inside the forehead, in the space, keep on doing Om Shanti. Body remains steady, but this time it's a longer breath into the belly. Inhale into the belly, belly comes out. Exhale from the belly, goes in. You can make out through the noise the way I'm breathing. Inhale, expand your belly, and exhale, contract your, squeeze your belly. You should virtually squeeze. I would say they practically squeeze and expand the belly for a couple of weeks, and once the mind is tuned to it, it will start doing it. Continue. And stop it and check the Om Shanti continues. And also find the chattering of the mind. The mind says it has been so long. Are you cheating me? It's more than 2 minutes. The mind keeps on chattering whether it likes something or it dislike. I have to get rid of that. Don't listen to it. Body is steady. Mind is looking deep inside the forehead, in the space. Mind is dropping Om Shanti gently and calmingly. And now the third type, the breathing. Inhale both from the belly and the rib cage. Expand both one after the other. Exhale from both, only one breath. The belly goes inside first and then the rib cage. Keep on. It's a long, deep, and hissing breath. You hear the hissing sound of the breath. Long in the deep. Please continue. stop this. Keep on. Om Shanti. Little bit longer and aligned with the deep, silent and slow breathing. As you inhale, the mind moves from the crown of the head to the tailbone and the spine. And singing is longer. Om Shanti. And the breath and the mind reaches to the tailbone. Now as you exhale, the mind rises with the singing of Om Shanti. So the Shanti reaches. The moment the mind, you exhale completely, the mind reaches to the crown of the head. Om Shanti. Keep on doing it in the state of total stillness in the body. The mind is living within. Living within means less chattering, reduced chattering. Mind living outside as compared to the two layers of the mind. Now, how do I know that I'm progressing? Today, you may be breathing deep, silent, and slow, maybe 6 breaths in a minute. Next week, you are breathing 5 breaths in a minute. Following week, you are breathing only 2 breaths a minute. Well, if you're doing 2 breaths a minute, you're almost there. But don't push. It should be achieved progressively. It should not be achieved by dictating over the mind. What will happen? Mind will react. Mind doesn't stop chattering so easily. It takes time. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. You're singing, your deep silence, slow breathing, the mind is living within, moving in the spine, takes your mind away from the world outside. From the world outside. And you can consciously experience that state. Takes you away from the world outside, including the body. The moment you include the body, it means you have a tingling sensation in the numbness. The body may be freezing, you may feel the cold and the heat, but be with it. No change. The mind will say, you see that you feel the tingling? Don't do that. And the body moves. The mind started chattering. I'm using the word chattering to indicate, to point you out what happens in the journey of higher meditative state. And now leave this triangle inside the heart. You already know it. Move the mind on the triangle on each side. You drop Om Shanti. Couple of times, clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then at the center of the triangle, long Om. as if you are pushing the mind deeper inside. Mind, stay there. And Shanti. Fine. Self absorption, you're fully aware. Self absorption, that very I-ness is gone. When the mind drops this I-ness, that is the meaning of the self absorption. Mindlessness. Mindlessness is mindfulness. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Continue. Did your mind chatter that why he is concluding this session so fast? Shanti. So you said once Om Shanti and the mind is absorbed, so you need not to chatter it again. Om Shanti is also a chattering at a very higher level. The mind says, no, I'm not doing it. And it happens. Shanti. You're in between doing something and doing nothing. Once you said Om Shanti and the mind is absorbed inside, you need not to repeat it again. So you see, we use the Om Shanti, but then we get rid of the Om Shantios. Why? More interested in calmness and peace. You're already doing nothing. Be in that state. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. I'm sorry, Terry, I checked your email just now. When I'm giving a lesson, you already know that I'm crazy. I don't see anything. But anyhow, you joined the session. So how are you, Stephen?
I'm good. Thank you for that. Completely absorbed into that meditation. Just a feeling of peace and calmness. The most, I think the only memory that I had of it is that I was just falling into this dark space, just this extreme, just as I was heading towards my heart center and just feeling cold. And as I got to the heart center, it was just all of a sudden just became really bright, and the coldness was gone.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I was just settled into it until you brought us out. So it was great.
It's beautiful. We will also discover this coolness and the heat. They appear in the mind, and sometime you will see that actually it has nothing to do with the heat and cold. So that's a deeper experience, Stephen. Wonderful. How are you, Terry?
Hi.
Hi.
I started out feeling very peaceful.
Very peaceful. Yes.
Then, with the breathing, I occasionally got the breathing silent.
Okay. Okay.
But there was effort involved.
Yeah.
So it brought me, like, I started shaking. And I thought it brought me into a more physical state. So I said, I have some work to do here.
Yes.
And so I just did it. I just continued to try.
Yes. Do this practice once I send you the audio file 5 times every day.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Very good. Very good. How are you, Vaibhav?
So it was good. Feel like that mind is forgetting about the body, and I've started feeling a little like this side, a little weightlessness was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was totally calm.
Calm, yes. Weightlessness is also there. I think I did not use that word. The many variety of experiences. So we'll undergo those variety of experiences in order to progress. How are you, Sangeeta?
सर बहुत अच्छा था पीसफुल था सर एक बार इतना एब्जॉर्ब हो गया कि अपना कुछ दिख नहीं रहा था
Huh?
मतलब जैसे
She was not
टोटली
able.
एब्जॉर्ब
Yeah, her mind says her mind is not able to see anything. We don't want to see anything in meditation. हमें देखना भी नहीं. So she was totally absorbed. That's wonderful. How are you, Barbara?
I'm very good, thank you. I had a similar experience to Stephen. After the breathing exercises, I started feeling very cold. But then when I started chanting Om Shanti, I was feeling very comfortable and everything seemed very bright and light. It was very nice.
Very nice, Brighton. Yeah, one thing, that we should not be worried about any changes of experiences, coolness, heat, and no, no. We should hold on to it. Because if we do not hold on to it, then mind starts chattering and the mind comes out and we miss it. Wonderful. That is what Barbara did. How are you, Brandy?
I'm good, thank you. My experience was similar to Stephen and Barbara's. I got really, really cold and then it dropped down pretty deeply. But I noticed that when I was deep in my meditation, my mind would just occasionally present really random things, like they don't have anything to do with anything. And I'd have to be like, no, and go back in. But it was pretty deep.
Very good.
Thanks.
Very good. That's a beautiful. Everyone mostly have the similar experiences. How are you, Sam?
Good. I experienced a sense of timelessness
Good.
during the meditation. It was
Very,
very pleasant.
very good. Yeah, I have to talk about this timelessness. Oh, gradually we will understand each and every aspect, but that's a good experience. How are you, Rakesh?
Thank you, sir. So the journey was very smooth. And when I reached to the triangle, and after some time, the Om Shanti chanting stopped. In those moments, I felt like I'm floating in the air.
Yeah.
So that was very good.
Floating in the air, obviously. So these experiences, I will discuss about this, why it happens, how it happens, and it all happens because the mind goes deeper and deeper within. Whether you say it's a kind of self-absorption or deeper, we will understand the meaning. So who is left? Oh, Ashok is left here. My dear Ashok is left. How are you, Ashok?
Sir, I am good, and meditation was peaceful and relaxed.
Very good.
Okay.
Meditation is peaceful and relaxed. So from today, become aware to whom the mind is chattering the most. Terry, can you answer? To whom the mind last week chatted mostly? To your maid, to the doctor, to whom? Now I don't hear you.
I think to myself.
She was not attending the session in the very beginning and she answered correctly.
What's great?
Yes. Sam, do you see? I know, Terry, I know going into the New York. Which floor you were working as a graphic designer? You took me there?
Oh gosh, I think we were on the. It was different floors in different buildings
Yeah.
over the years. One building we were in the 12th floor,
12th
but
floor.
it was really the 13th floor, but they called it the 12th. They didn't name the 13th floor.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
just skipped over it like it didn't exist. They were superstitious.